all the BOJ can do is to hope that the stimulus that they put through has got actual impact on the real economy and provide some relief on the currency. But what complicates the yen story is, to a large extent, yen is being driven by the Fed's policies as well. And it certainly does not help that you've got, what we were discussing earlier, oil prices that just don't seem to be able to get traction. That means that long-end USD yields continue to be low and may slide. And that's one thing that's standing in the way of yen weakening. So the ability of yen to weaken is being impinged upon more by the Fed policy than it could be supported by BOJ's policy. And that's the state of play at this moment.
Vishnu, can I just get your thoughts on whether it's the new measures you expect from the Bank of Japan or whether it's the extraordinary measures the Fed has put in place already? Will it be enough to soften the economic blow to the extent that the markets currently anticipate, because so much is riding on these central banks? And you could argue we've seen a lot of it already priced in, reflected in the markets. But as we've been talking about this morning, everyone wants to know whether or not the markets reflect economic reality. What do you think as an economist?
That's a real tight spot for me to be in, Nancy, but it's a very pertinent point. And I was listening to you earlier, and I totally agree with you that the question at the end of the day is central banks may help to a large extent to get over the liquidity strains and the cash flow strains, and they can prevent that to some extent. And the low borrowing rates help as well as to the asset market support to fend off the worst of a financial contagion. But at the end of the day, if they're unable to revive demand past the initial pent-up demand, and very, very importantly, if we're not able to reverse the job losses, then this could turn out to be, really a very short-lived relief, whereas the real economic pain could last longer. So what remains to be seen, and in this case, it's very difficult to predict, is whether the job losses can then be, recouped with the policies in place. And I think there's no clarity on that. There's some hope, but certainly not a guarantee.